you're ready.
Okay. Welcome to the Marinade, a free-flowing conversation about the creative process with creative people. Each episode, we welcome musicians, actors, comedians, authors, visual artists, filmmakers, anyone who creates art to talk about how and why we make stuff. This is part of a bonus series chronicling my 4th annual Grounded Summer Tour. I'm on a road trip from Orlando, Florida to Bonnaroo in Manchester, Tennessee, and then parts beyond depending on where the wind blows. The goal of these trips is to unwind, meet cool people, take in some great art, and just reflect on life. I am in a Red Roof Inn right now in Macon, Georgia. My beloved pup, Bucket, who probably came through on the recording right there, is with me. He has had what may be the most eventful day of his life, other than his gotcha day almost a year ago. He is having a blast and adjusting to life on the road. Yeah, Bubba, it's okay. It's okay. Good boy. My body's beat, my mind alert, my heart is full but aching. We are a little behind schedule for a few reasons. I'm okay, and so is Bucket, but we've been dealing with some stuff. It's okay, bud. You can come over here if you want. Dad's doing a thing. Come here. We got on the road and then had to go back to Orlando and regroup, and now we're in Macon with Chattanooga on the horizon. The trip started in Ocala, where I grew up, Ocala, Florida, where I grew up. Visiting my parents usually is the way I start this trip or end it. I bookend it one way or the other by visiting my parents. The whole goal of this, the overarching goal, I should say, is to get back to my roots, to reconnect with who I am, and we work through all the muck that we deal with on a daily basis, the bills and the jobs and the relationships and so forth. So visiting my parents a couple of days ago, I went for a jog with Bucket in the morning. The weather was perfect. It was lightly humid, but not Florida summer sweltering yet. Just a tickle of a breeze. I think most of us revert to our childlike selves in a lot of ways around our parents. Sometimes in good ways, others not so good. My folks are getting old, and honestly, I'm kind of struggling with it. And I'm struggling with the idea of like me having to be the parent. You kind of switch roles, you know? And so that morning, I went for this jog, and I just sort of decided that I was going to lean into whimsy and playfulness. My folks live in they kind of live out in the country, but it's a residential neighborhood. Hawks and armadillos and squirrels and all manner of wildlife flittering about. Neighbors with their dogs. And there's just a few moments on the jog that kind of reminded me to take some time to be silly and playful. I saw some cardinals flying from tree to tree, and I saw one of their neighbors has all these like fun lawn ornaments. It's not tacky. I don't know. Not that I would judge if it was. I don't know how to describe these lawn ornaments that were somehow tasteful. I don't know. Like they very carefully curated them. And it just, I was smiling a lot and not taking things as seriously. If you've listened to this show long enough, you know that I can be guilty of taking things too seriously. So that's an intention for this trip, is lean into childlike wonder. And thankfully, I have Bucket by my side. You can hear him crying in the background. He is very much here. We are a month away from 1 year with this sweet boy, and I can't overstate how much he's made everything better, including this Grounded Summer Tour experience. He's now climbed up in my lap and is pawing at me for attention and is getting it. We'll see how the rest of the trip goes. We've got Chattanooga coming up. I've had a chance to do some work on the Marinade. I've had a chance to I'm working on trying to book some folks for Bonnaroo, which is just tomorrow. I mean, we're going to see about that. It's everything has come together so quickly and life is coming at me so fast. I think I'm handling it quite well, but it's still, there's been so much going on that like just keeping up with the day-to-day of the Marinade has been about all I can handle right now without booking new guests. But I'm going to continue to work on the show on the road, and up next is Liam St. John, my episode with him, and then Brian Coleman. Very excited for both of those episodes, and I'm going to work on them today. Actually, I'm going to work on the Liam St. John episode when we're in Chattanooga. And then I'm just catching up with some folks. I'm going to stop in Atlanta briefly for lunch. I'm going to reach out to some folks in Chattanooga. So if I'm in your path at all, and then I'll be at Bonnaroo. And then after Bonnaroo, I will be in Nashville for at least 2 days, Nashville and the surrounding areas for at least 2 days. I may end up sticking around a little bit longer to just sort of get a chance to stay still and read and write. And then we're going to see where we go. I may end up heading back to Orlando. I may continue on through Tennessee into the Carolinas. But that's just going to be dependent on money and time and what happens with my day job search. Just a lot of factors that are in the air right now. And again, the way I'm dealing with it is trying to like really lean into playfulness and whimsy and wonder. If you enjoyed this bonus Grounded Summer Tour episode, please share it in some way, y'all. We got more on the way. I'm going to try to update you every couple of days. Tell a friend about the show. Share a link on social media. We have more stories to tell, and every time you share, it makes a big difference. Follow the Marinade on social, subscribe, and give us a 5-star rating on your podcast app. And above all, just keep listening. Keep listening, and I'll keep making it. And until next time, go out and create something. Cheers, y'all.